Hello, we're team number 2, and today we're going to talk about our project that is automated drip irrigation system. In this case, goal number 7 will be the one related to our project since we will make the use of clean energy, and the topic is evaluation of the environmental impact of integrating solar energy into automated drip irrigation systems. Well, now talking about the problematic and justification for our project, we need different materials, and by researching, the whole realization is possible and sustainable. And this project automates a solar irrigation system using sensors like humidity and temperature to optimize water use, making it more efficient and sustainable without human intervention.
Now we're going to talk about the product description. Our main objective is to reduce the use of fossil fuels and to promote the use of renewable energies with the solar energy. We will obtain it with solar cells, which is a device that transforms the energy from the light particles, like photons, into electrical energy by means of the photovoltaic effects. This device consists mainly in two layers, a negative and a positive layers. When these two layers are joined, a p-n junction is formed. This is a depletion region that acts as a barrier for the potential difference between the first two layers. So the energy of a photon, which is equal to the Planck's constant times its frequency, is needed to break this barrier, so the energy can now start to flow.
Now I'm going to explain the characteristic of our project. The first one is that our system is scalable, intelligent, and automatic. The two one is that the data will be available on a web server. The third is that it works with solar energy. The fourth is that it has lithium batteries that recharge automatically. The fifth is that we want it to be applied in large agricultural fields. The sixth is that it will reduce the carbon footprint and improve water use efficiency. And the seventh characteristic is that it integrates photochemistry with automation in its elaboration.
So then we have the materials. We have a solar cell. We have a diode that we have to explain that a diode is a thing that can like be applied for making the currents to be from one side to another. Then we have the lithium battery, temperature sensor that is a sensor that can detect the temperature of the environment. The SP32 that is a microcontroller that manages all the data. Then we have the humidity sensor that detects the humidity, a LED that just lights, and that's it. A resistance for managing the currents, a hygrometer that can be managing data of the environment, also a transistor that allows us to use a motor. Finally, we have the wire pump that is a motor for water. We have many cables and a computer for programming all the circuits. And well, then we have the procedure. Well, no, we have the materials that are represented in a chart. So we can see the real total that is of 762. And have then the procedure that is represented also with some images. Have the solar cell. This is all connected, so we can see the circuit that we can use these wires for connecting the Arduino. In this case, we're using this Arduino, and this is an example of a sensor. Then we have the LEDs. In this case, these are resistance also that is connected to positive and negative. We have the humidity sensor that also signal, positive, negative. Then we have the wire pump that this is a circuit also. And just like I want to focus on the tip 120, that is a thing that allows us to use the wire pump. And finally, the procedures to the programming that, well, we're going to program that with Arduino. That Arduino is an IDE that can allow you to use the language of C++.
Finally, we have the 3D model that will serve us as a base for our final prototype that we will make. In this part, we make a lot of research to make the right connections and even take into reality what we thought, because in the industry, actually, we already have these kinds of procedures, but we actually optimize them. In the next slide, we can see another perspective of our prototype. And finally, we have a schedule in the next slide that will serve us as a guide to work as a team. And thank you, that was all. We were team number 2. We hope you like a lot our project.